Has eXp become the Crips and Keller Williams the Bloods? I mean, I feel like right now, unlike any other time I've seen in real estate, and I've been doing this almost 20 years, we have this gang mentality of brokerages going head to head at each other for turf and market share and humans and all of this. And so in this episode, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on, how ridiculous some of these things are, and should you care? So again, my name is Brendan Bartic. I've been a real estate professional, team owner, listing agent, real estate assistant, brokerage owner, and now I help and coach one of the most successful real estate teams in the country, and I help agents across the country build massive businesses. And I'm dropping this video in this podcast because I'm over it. I was thinking this morning, I go, I'm so tired of this separation that we have. It's hard enough for us as real estate professionals to be successful, let alone be brainwashed by what brand is the better brand and why you should come here and why you should do this. We've gotten so far away from what really matters, which is selling houses and helping our clients obtain their dreams. That is, at the end, the fundamental piece of who we are. So I wrote a couple things down. Why has this gotten so weird? Why is it so weird? Well, here's what happened. And I think there is a lot of context in here is as soon as real estate organizations started to mobilize their agents by revenue share, profit share, and this vision of if you just get a bunch of people to join us, you'll never have to work hard again in your life. And selling people on this dream over and over again, that it created this constant drama of everyone trying to say, I'm better than you, I'm cooler than this, and it's been kind of ridiculous. I think about it when I think about car companies, right? Like, when's the last time you really saw a Mercedes commercial going, Porsche sucks? I haven't seen that commercial. Maybe it exists. If it does, share it with me so I can crack up at it. But they're not even thinking about that. And it reminds me of this analogy all the time where when Microsoft was building their Microsoft tablet, they were so concerned about being able to compete with the iPad. And they were like, hey, we've got to be better than the iPad, better than the iPad, better than the iPad. And when one of these journalists asked Apple what they thought about that, Apple goes, I don't even think about Microsoft. I think about how do I make a better iPad. Think about that, and it sticks with me, and I probably didn't tell the story right, but more or less that was my takeaway from it. We don't need to be caring about what the other person is doing or all of this, caring about what we're doing. So why it's so weird is we mobilize this army, we're making this culture where if you don't wear your brokerage's t-shirt, you're with the Bloods and not the Crips. Or if you don't put X amount of social media posts about your brokerage and why they're 92% better at one little thing that nobody's measuring on earth, which is so ridiculous to think about, it's insane, right? We are one industry. We need to help each other. That's the point of this, right? So next thing, who really cares? Well, I can tell you who really cares. The people that really care are the people that own and that are at the top of these massive organizations, because of course they want someone out there to be constantly trying to make their brand look better sometimes at the expense of others. And I'm not saying that's what eXp and Keller Williams, and it's not just those two. I just said those two because I knew it would draw attention to this subject, but I'll say everyone out there. I hear it especially with Compass, the agency, Remax, Coldwell Banker, all of these divisions that are out there. And then you got these like new gangs that are starting that they're like, hey, we're the new cool young gang, so come check us out. And you've got, make sure you wear the t-shirt and make sure you do all of this. I have no problem with company pride. I have no problem with who you are or what you're about. What I have a problem with is when it's getting to the point where it's at the expense of others, and you're confusing people that are looking to try to make a business and try to understand how to be successful in something that's already extremely difficult, that some magic company or some magic brand is gonna make their career better. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. Every single one of these places, for the most part, are either a franchise or a larger company or some sort of information. If you go to one Coldwell Banker in Colorado and you go to Coldwell Banker in Alabama, those companies could not be more further apart from those two offices. What matters is who's there, who's going to help you, what's their system, how are they going to help you succeed, who are you going to be partnered with, who's also there that's had massive success. I see some of these companies right now where the highest producing agent has sold maybe 30 houses in a year, and they're sitting there telling you how they're so amazing and how to come build this great business, and they've never done it. They sold 15 houses and then started recruiting because they wanted to build this downline that was going to make it so they never had to work again. Downlines are important. What we call a downline, if you're new to real estate, a downline means when someone joins your organization or joins a company because you referred them to the organization, and when they have success, you get a little bit of that. You get a piece of that money. And so it's a great way to build wealth. It's a great option, but not at the expense of others and not at the expense of your integrity, who you are as a person. So the people that really care, again, are the people at the very top that are watching this whole thing work and making money from it. Now, even if you're in a company that doesn't have a profit share, revenue share, downline system, there's always gonna be some new thing out there that's gonna make it sound awesome. That's gonna never change. That's innovation, and that's great, right? There's always gonna be this way. But remember, you're here to build a real estate business, a successful business that has passive income, that has great clients, that has a great reputation. I see agents out there online dogging out other companies, making videos about why this brand is better than that brand and why this is better than that. For what? Why don't you make more videos about how to help business owners have more success? Maybe that would be a little bit more valuable to someone. So, and then the last point, what really makes you successful? Now, we did a survey, or Google did a survey, excuse me, that asked about what do sellers really look for when choosing a real estate professional. And when you looked at all of these different stats, 2% out of a possible 100 cared about the real estate brand or real estate company you worked for. You know what the number one was? Trust. 49% of all sellers made their selection on the agent they wanted to work with out of trust. So if trust is 49% and personal brand or company brand is 2%, what should we be focused on as real estate professionals? What really makes the most sense? Well, I would be focused on creating an amazing real estate experience that has my clients being able to trust that they're going to receive this exceptional level of care and that they know that their house, because of what we do, is going to sell for more money, or that I'm going to help them find their dream home so they don't have to go put in 65 offers, or I'm going to create seller options that provide so many different ways for them to have success in a very competitive market, or I'm going to have the training that I need to be focused on so that when I'm out working with a buyer that they can actually get their offer accepted, and that we have really strong programs to make sure that they have success. Probably should be a little bit more focused on that and less focused on a company that is only there, right? Remember, here's what I used to always tell people. The company is there to serve you. You're not there to serve the company. In fact, I separated from a previous company that I worked with because they didn't understand that philosophy. They thought I worked for them and we weren't partnered together, right? It has to be a win-win situation. So, in closing, and thinking about this, right? Crips and Bloods and this brokerage and that brokerage. We're not gangs. We're not fighting and trying to kill each other for territory. Every agent out there, even at best, the best agents on earth might have 3-4% market share in any given area. The best ones I've ever seen on earth, maybe 8 to 10. When I say market area, I mean like a neighborhood. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of neighborhoods. So if we're looking at that, we're looking at how did that agent build that reputation? Did they build it off of their fellow gang members? Or did they build it off of trust, service, reputation, skill set? So as you're making this decision, whether you're a new agent out there, you're getting heavily recruited by someone else, it's totally fine to move brokerages. In fact, it is necessary at times. If where you're at, you need to get to the next level, and for some reason there's not someone there that can help you, and you also have to take some responsibility, right? I see agents all the time that are just like, well, no one reached out to me to explain how to sell 100 houses a year. Well, take some responsibility. Ask questions. Ask someone. Get a coach. Most companies provide coaches. If the coach isn't good, get a better coach. If that coach isn't good, then interview coaches from other companies. Figure out where you're at. Independent coaches are obviously amazing, and again, we have a coaching company. It depends on the fit, the program, and then is there legitimacy to the level of success? That's what we're looking for there. So I hope you take this in the heart of where it came from, where I know you're proud of your company. We're all proud of our companies. What I'm really proud of is the people in my company. That's what I'm the most proud of, and what I've created and what I've utilized from that company to help me grow. I hope that helps. I hope you take this in the spirit that it was meant to be. Let's stop being Crips and Bloods, and let's literally crush the turf war and figure out how can we all get better, because there's plenty to go around. All right, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know who you're with, why you're with them. Share a comment with me, any of your thoughts on this. And as always, I wish you great success.